I'm here in Sydney and I challenged myself on this business trip if I could pay for the whole thing using only day trading profits. And I documented the whole thing. Welcome to Funded Freedom, Sydney.
So this is how this whole trip's gonna work. I've got the next week to trade to cover my flights. Once I've got my flights, I'm getting on the plane. Once I arrive in Sydney, I can then trade freely to get my accommodation. One thing I can do is if I trade well this week, I can use some of that profit as a friendly budget, shall we say, to make sure I can eat. And hopefully, even leave Sydney with more money than I actually left with. To keep you guys aligned with where I'm at and my progress, you'll notice two numbers down the bottom. The number on the left here will be what my trading account equity is. The maximum loss I can do is $3,000. So if this goes below 3 grand, I am out, I'm done, I failed the challenge. The number to the right there is my actual cash balance. I can only move money from the left to the right if the account is in profits. And once I do so, that money is taken out of the equity and I can no longer use it to trade. So it is literally simulating a withdrawal. Coffee's done, so let's jump into the office. For now, let's get into the trading session. We're up and running. We're off to the races, so here we are. We're in a long position on the euro to start the day. I've also added a sell limit just above. Now, the reason I've put that sell limit is just as a precaution. If we do go up and hit my take profit, I want to be able to get straight into the other side as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and set our stop loss and take profit first and foremost. Risking a little bit more than I wanted to because of that entry point. So I might be a little bit more aggressive in taking that out if I have to. Trading session started at 7, which is 2. Sometimes I don't start till 7:30, but I've gone ahead and got in with these markets straight out the gates. And we're trying to make, honestly, 200, this is all in US dollars, 2 to 300 today will be nice. I don't need much more than that if I'm honest. I've got a few days ahead of Sydney. If the markets are good, let's go aggressive and let's try and make the flight money today. But if not, I'm in no rush. I've got room, I've got time. Time's your best friend. So we're down about $120, $130. As you can see down the bottom right. That's how we're looking so far. Nothing too crazy, nothing we can't handle, but early market jitters. Oh no, actually, look at that. It's coming back up. Wow. Wait, whoa. Okay, we're out of that one. We're in another one, but there is some kind of news pushing this. 803. I'm getting out of everything. Out of everything. Wow. Okay, something has just happened. Oh no, my orders got tapped. Okay, so we lost 20 bucks out of all that, which is not too bad. A bit annoying. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is some kind of news. I don't know what just broke. I don't know what just happened. I'm gonna need a scan, but my word. Look at that move. There is nothing on the calendar today. There is nothing straight away. The trader instinct in me is gonna say, look for Donald Trump's Twitter. No, nothing up there. I'm gonna scan here. I'm not pulling another position. I'm not trading anything until I figure out what just happened. Okay, I told you to look for Trump. He's just sacked a Federal Reserve member. Wow. He has literally just kicked someone out of the Federal Reserve. That is just so unprecedented. I'm actually gonna try and jump on this. That is an unreal move. Let's go with a 2.5. Let's get long here. I think this is gonna push further. We're one of the quickest on this. So I think this is gonna be a sustained move. We're gonna be risking a little bit more than what I ideally like, and the positions aren't gonna be great, but we're gonna be shooting up for the 165. I'm dropping Aussie dollar. We're just gonna look at the euro here. When was the last time a president removed someone from the Federal Reserve? No US president has ever successfully kicked someone out of the Federal Reserve. So this is interesting. The more this breaks, we're gonna slow down. The initial pop there, a lot of positions happening. We'll slow down for a little bit, and then I do believe we will continue, which is why I'm betting on that. It just happens to be that I entered at the worst possible position. 168, I think I'll take off maybe half of the position. $1.70, 170 lots. If I can take off half up here and then try and run the rest. Keep going for me. There you go. All right, I'm gonna take off half the position there. And let's see if we can just keep scaling this up and run through the day. So we're up $89. We're up $89, everyone. It's been a stressful day. It's been a crazy day. Actually, it's been about an hour. Welcome to trading. Everything moving towards the downside with a bit of aggression. There's the Aussie dollar. I am gonna actually get me out there. Do I go long again? Because that's a bit of a push. That is a bit of a push. It's a little bit aggressive. Okay, stopped out of the Aussie, just literally wicked me. So not ideal, down 309 with one position open. The way it stopped me out, I do really want to take this higher. I really do, but I'm pushing limits on my account here, how much I'm willing to go down. So I am a bit nervous to try and short this again aggressively, because I might get caught on the wrong side. And if I get caught on the wrong side here, I'm gonna have real problem getting this back up. Welcome back. Oh, just taken out, take profit. Awesome, so that pulled us back in, down 125, only down 28 if we've got rid of commissions, which is great. I do have an option of potentially shorting here, back down to a 2.4. The question is, do I want to keep digging myself a hole? Euro position is still going, so if that get up to the top, that's 147. That'll bring us in. Oh, you know what? Let's flirt. One last position. That is literally, and I mean it, one last position. I'm not trading the Aussie again after this. Let's see if we can pull this back in. That went well. It's 10:06 a.m. now. Instantly stopped out. So I'm done for the day trading over there. Down 278 on Aussie dollar was just harsh for me today. I wanted long there. The original position, if I didn't get stopped out, would have been great, because that would have hit take profit, and this would have been a much different day. Stopped out. Okay, day one trading session finalized. I had a quick review. If I had traded everything the way my strategy says I should today, I would have made money, loud and clear. I still would be making money right now, but nerves got to me. Decision making was poor. It is what it is. So we end the day with a balance of 39654. That's $345 down. So a little under 1%. That's 238 on the charts and another wide range in commission. So it is what it is. We go again tomorrow. We're gonna need to climb our way out of this hole towards the end of the week. So this is gonna be fun. We're in on two. So we just had a nice little bit of orders come in, but good fill on the euro here. So straight off to the races, two positions at once, instantly put in there. And here we go. The day begins. Update, it's been literally 2 seconds. We've been filled. Thanks. That's great. But nevertheless, we have copped another loss. So let's go ahead and take 1.5 out of the Aussie already. So we can scale down that loss. So we're down 560, $30 still running. That loss would equal $50. I'm not holding that through to the news, even if it's going to be positive. See if we can get into the 6494, but if this is just going to run down, we might need to just get out early with that loss and take it on the chin. Of $10 that I'm waiting for at the moment. Oh, there we go. All right, big winner. Woo, you wouldn't believe it. Double check the news and make sure, there we go, we've been down $20 on the day. I'm done, man. I'm done for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's look at this. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so it is now 3:18 p.m. So I've been working the rest of the day, getting my stuff done as usual. And I just went back to have a look at how I've traded over the past couple of days, because I'm extremely disappointed with my performance. And there's a few different reasons I can see why. And when I am making so many poor decisions time and time again, I have a rule in my business plan, in my trading plan, that I need to speak to someone I admire about that. So I'm gonna call a good friend of mine, someone I admire, a fantastic trader, and ask for his advice. And I thought I'd bring you guys with to really show what it's like being a trader. So.
Hello, sir.
Hello, John. How you doing?
I'm doing good, mate. How are you?
I've been better. I wanted to call you up because I've caught myself making silly decisions.
We all make mistakes. I think it's good that you've reflected on it, though. It sounds like you've already done a lot of reflection there. Understood that you've. So try and relax a little bit. I would say get back on there. Maybe go in with a bit of a smaller risk position move. Got to start building the confidence again. By the sounds of it.
Yeah, I'm lacking conviction. Which is rare. It's not something I usually struggle with. But yeah, I mean, you can't ignore the facts. That is obviously the biggest thing that's hurting the trading at the moment. If I traded the plan, I'd be up $1,000 this week. I think that's what frustrates me the most. Over the past 2, 3, 4 days, the probability has remained true. It's done exactly what it's supposed to do. I've just been an idiot.
Follow the stats. You know, you're on a little bit of a drawdown. Drawdowns happen. You know that from stats anyway. The drawdowns are going to occur. Could you have minimalised that drawdown potentially? And then the fact that you've then tried to maybe over leverage to get to that position or to get back in your favour, that's probably where you've had that reaction of, I don't want to pull the trigger there, because like you said, if that was to go in the opposite direction, you're just going to dig yourself a deeper hole. So
yeah, I appreciate the honest words and the words of wisdom.
Screenshot a couple of things, write it down. What did I do wrong? What should I have done instead? How can I minimise my emotions? And then get yourself prepared for the next day. That's what I'd say.
Good stuff. I appreciate you, John.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, mate. Take care. Jonathan Kibbler, everybody. Alrighty. It looks like both of our first 2 positions are going to be losses. Not a big concern at this stage. I'm cool, calm, and collected. So yeah, they both ran up. We are going against the trends, so we should expect a little bit more resistance than just heading straight to the downside. We are above yesterday's high of the day on the euro. I'm not sure about that, but that's fine. I guess that's taking us out at a loss there. It is what it is. There you go. We haven't gotten up there yet, so a little bit more slippage happening. So that's down 140 on that one, and nope, down 120 on this one, down 140 on this one. How do we still get filled at a bad position there? Regardless, so we're in the second position on the Aussie to bring it to the downside, and we're not in the second position yet on the euro. It looks like we were just kind of gapped a little bit there. Down 650 all up. All right, market's doing some moving. What is going on? 225, so 200, that should be a lot more than that. There you go, take profit hit and into the next position, which is going to be a buy back to the top side on the Aussie dollar. So we recouped that initial loss and some, so let's see if the market can print for us. I've got a few big meetings today. Fingers crossed none of these get tapped while I'm away, but just in case, I've got all the orders in there, so everything should do as it's supposed to do regardless. Let's find out. See, going against us now. So there's the euro popping up. I'll get out there now and we'll set that, which means I don't have to. Volatile market today. Just sold off on the euro there, as you can see, a bit of power. Riddle me that one. Let's get that out. So we've taken profit on the Aussie. Now we're going back higher on the Aussie. The euro, I don't want to stick around for too long. There we go. So now we're in a sell position on the Australian dollar. Aussie's got some strength in it. There's the euro. All right, done in the euro. Job done. Yeah, so there we go. All right, we're tapped in. So that was a stop loss. So now we're back to 472 up today. Done. We're out. Done for the day. What a day it was. $692 US. 830 excluding commissions. Day done. Wow, what a trading day. That puts us on the account up, let's get rid of that order, up $326.90. I might be able to get a flight for that. Stay tuned. So I'm short on the euro to start the day here, very early this morning, but moving, and then the Aussie as well. I'm actually gonna look to short this at the same level. So 2 positions straight out the gates. First thing this morning, it's 7:25 a.m. I'm still holding my microphone. I don't have a coffee yet. I've literally ran straight in and got into the market. So today we're looking to bank, $300-400. That should cover the flights. And then fingers crossed we can do that quite comfortably. A day like yesterday would be really nice. I know we had a good trading day yesterday and market conditions suited us, but you never know. So if I should theoretically get slipped to the positive down the bottom side here once these spreads close in. Nope, of course not. But nevertheless, there's the first take profit. Capiche. Capiche, capiche. Let's see if we can get a little bit higher and get that sell triggered. Alrighty, euro is pretty much at the sell. I'm gonna take the profit right at the top because it's gonna give me a better exit than... Okay, euro hit take profit and we're sitting there now. Aussie just got absolutely slammed on the Aussie. I just want to take the profit. There we go. Yeah, euro's getting slammed. I'm gonna get out at 100 there. Alrighty. Trading session done. It's now 2:40, so I'm coming towards the end of my working day and thought I would get you guys up to date. If I flip this round and we look down at the bottom right here, you'll see a balance withdrawal all the way down here. All the profits from the trading account we have just withdrawn, which means I can now book the flights. In fact, I already have, just so you can see. Email from Virgin Australia. We're flying with Virgin Australia. Flights have officially been booked. They were $612.17. So that means we're fully booked in. The flights are there. We leave in a few days. So I'm gonna pack up the bags, get everything sorted, get ready to fly out. So I've got about $200 to last me 3 days in Sydney, which isn't a lot. Now you might be thinking, $200? Easy. I don't have accommodation yet. I don't have a hotel. I don't have a place to sleep. All right, my trading session's finished. I'm not getting back in today. The next available trading session is Monday. I fly at 6 a.m. on Monday. We're gonna be trading for my accommodation once I'm there in Sydney, which is a terrifying thought, but it is what I've set myself up to do. So let's see.